How are you, Tim? This is William. Welcome to another Whittle Talk. We'll talk about the what ifs. A viewer and I was having a conversation back and forth, and he brought up some good points. He was talking about the 5-pound kit and a video that I had done, and he was talking about, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, and he said, what if you had an injury and all this other stuff? And I agree with him to an extent. I mean, we have to pretend and try to prepare ourselves as much as possible for the what ifs. But there's only so much that we can prepare for. And I think I made the comment that the best thing that we can do is prepare the best we can, but common sense and precautions will go a long way with trying to prevent those injuries and problems that are associated with that. Another thing that we also have to consider is area. I mean, when we watch a kit video, we have to put ourselves in that person's place, in that area, his skill set. And a lot of times, I'm guilty of this as well. I don't explain the items in my kit how I plan to use them. I saw where someone had taken a trash bag and split it open and tried to make a tarp out of it, and that would not be my ideal or intent to use a trash bag. I mean, my intent would be to just basically poke some breathing holes in it and put it up over my head, because I mean, the 55-gallon drum liner, it's not a trash bag per se, it's a drum liner. It's a lot heavier and thicker, and it will almost cover your entire body. So to me, that would be the most practical way to use one of those. So we really, a lot of times we don't understand what the person's intent is, and like I say, I'm guilty of this as well. I don't explain it because, frankly, I didn't think that an explanation was required, because I thought it was just common sense. But I guess other people don't think the way I do. Maybe I'm just strange. Who knows? But anyway, so we have to consider that as well when we're watching people's kits. For instance, a person in Alaska or the Arctic Circle, I don't think that there's any way that they could have a 5-pound kit, period. But their kit would be totally different than say mine is in East Texas. Because, I mean, there's really no danger of me ever freezing. I may be uncomfortable, but survival is uncomfortable. If you was comfortable, you wouldn't be surviving. We use the term survival, I think, a little bit too much. Survival, I heard Derek Ferrier, the Sarge, give this explanation of survival, and I thought it was the best explanation that I'd ever heard. Survival means that your life is in imminent danger if you don't change your situation. That is survival. Really, how many times are we ever in that situation? Very, very few times. And a lot of that can be eliminated if we tell someone where we're going and when we intend to be back. So a proper planning will take care of 90% of survival issues. So you may be wet, you may be cold, but are you really in a survival situation? Many times, no. Now, up north in hypothermia situations and things like that, you may be. But in my area, very seldom will I ever be in that situation. There could be a time that I would be dumped out of a boat and into the water, and you have to build a fire to get warm, but it could turn into a survival situation, but it would have to be a lot of different things happen in order for it to be a survival situation. So I think we need to take everybody's kits with a grain of salt, because we don't know that person's situation. We don't know what his intent, how he plans to use his items. And just think about what his kit items are and see if they applies to us in our situation. That doesn't mean that you have to go out and buy everything in that guy's kit, because it may not apply to you. My kit in East Texas will not apply to someone in Minnesota in January. So everybody has to make their own decisions and decide for themselves what works best for them. So the what if scenarios, yes, we need to think about those. We need to try to plan for those as much as possible. But the best thing to do is leave a plan. Take care of yourself. Use common sense. Use the brain that God gave you. And don't put yourself in jeopardy. If you're going in a boat, wear a life jacket. If you're going to climb in a deer stand, wear a harness. I mean, just use common sense. And most of the time, it will not turn into a survival situation. So that's my 2 cents. And hope you don't expect any change back. So I got to get back to these knives, and we'll catch you again soon. But in the meantime, you guys get out in the backyard, whittle on a stick, teach a child how to whittle, build a fire, enjoy some of these things that we enjoy. And if you do, take plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. We'll catch you again soon.